Hello everyone, welcome back to Today News K-Wave channel. This moment truly left many fans speechless and excited at the same time. No one was truly prepared for what was captured on camera. In a seemingly casual and unplanned situation, the interaction between Jimin and Jungkook sparked a huge wave of speculation among fans. It wasn't just a casual glance or smile, but a touch that felt different, followed by a hand-holding moment that immediately became the center of attention. At first, everything seemed like a normal interaction between them. They are known for their close, warm relationship and often display strong chemistry on various occasions. But this time, there was something more intense, more real, and difficult to ignore. The way Jimin leaned in, then spontaneously touched, seemed so natural, as if there was no distance. And Jungkook's reaction? That's what made many even more curious. Some fans immediately noticed the subtle change in expression, but it was enough to raise questions. Some said the moment was just a coincidence, part of their long-standing closeness. However, many felt there was a hidden meaning behind the gesture. The hand-holding that occurred shortly afterward only reinforced this suspicion, as if it were a continuation of something unspoken. Social media was immediately filled with reactions. Video footage and photos of the moment spread rapidly, analyzed from various angles, even slowed down to capture the slightest details. Every movement, every expression, even the brief pause between them became the subject of lengthy discussions. Many tried to connect this incident to previous moments, searching for patterns or signs that may have been overlooked. What made things even more intriguing was how calm the two remained after the incident. There was no explanation, no overreaction, as if what happened was simply a normal occurrence for them. But that's precisely where the mystery lies. When something seems too natural, it raises more questions. Was this simply a spontaneous interaction without any particular meaning? Or was there a deeper closeness that had never been fully revealed? Some fans chose to enjoy this moment as part of their unique and entertaining relationship dynamic. They saw it as a close friendship, filled with comfort and trust. But on the other hand, there were also those who felt that this moment offered a bigger clue. Something that had previously only been speculation now felt more real. Debate was inevitable. Some tried to remain rational, saying that this was all just fan overinterpretation. Others insisted that body language never lies. The way a person touches, responds, and interacts often reveals things that words can't. And in this moment, many felt they saw something different. Despite all the speculation, one thing was certain. This moment captured so much attention, not just because of who they were, but because of how a simple interaction could trigger so many emotions and interpretations. In the spotlight of entertainment, every small detail can be magnified, and every moment can have a different meaning for each viewer. Ultimately, whether this truly had special significance or was just a spontaneous moment exaggerated, perhaps only they themselves would know. But for the fans, this was what made it all feel alive. Curiosity, endless discussions, and ever-expanding possibilities are all Over time, the moment didn't just remain a short viral video clip, but evolved into a topic of ongoing discussion from various perspectives. Many fans began revisiting old archives, searching for similar incidents that might have once been considered trivial but now seem to have a different meaning. Every small interaction between Jimin and Jungkook was examined in greater detail, as if the pieces could form a more complete story. Some began to recall moments where the two were seen looking out for each other, laughing together, or displaying a closeness that was difficult to describe simply with the word friends. On many occasions, they often seemed comfortable with each other. But after this latest incident, many felt a new layer of emotion that hadn't been fully realized before. The way they looked at each other, the almost imperceptible distance between them when standing side by side, and even seemingly spontaneous small habits were now open to endless interpretation. Interestingly, the debates that arose weren't always conflictual, but rather about how each person had a different perspective. Some saw it as a form of very close friendship, something rare and worthy of appreciation. On the other hand, some feel that this closeness goes beyond mere friendship, although there's no direct confirmation. It all comes down to how each individual interprets the interactions they see. This phenomenon also demonstrates the powerful influence of small moments in the entertainment world. A simple gesture that might last only a few seconds can create a huge wave of reaction. This is inseparable from the emotional closeness that has developed between idols and their fans. When someone feels connected, every little detail feels important, even becoming profoundly meaningful. Amidst all this, there are also voices warning against speculating too much. They argue that what's seen on camera doesn't always reflect the whole reality. There's context that may be unknown to the public, and there are personal dynamics that can't be fully understood from the outside. But that's precisely where the appeal lies, because it's that empty space that keeps people thinking and imagining various possibilities. Meanwhile, BTS as a group continues with their activities as usual. There have been no noticeable public changes, no specific comments addressing the moment. This makes the situation even more intriguing, as silence often fuels curiosity. When there are no clear answers, people will continue to search, interpret, and even create their own narratives. Many have come to realize that, regardless of the truth or otherwise of the speculations, this moment has provided something valuable for fans. It's not just entertainment, but also a sense of community in discussing and sharing opinions. Some engage in lengthy analyses, others simply enjoy without thinking too deeply about the meaning, and all become part of a unique collective experience. On the other hand, there are also lessons to be learned about how the line between reality and perception can be very thin. What the eye sees isn't necessarily what actually happened. However, as humans, it's natural to try to understand and assign meaning to everything we see, especially when it involves someone we admire. To this day, this moment is still talked about, even by those who initially didn't follow it closely. This shows that its appeal lies not only in who was involved, but also in the mystery that accompanied it. Something that isn't clearly explained often sticks in the memory more. Ultimately, whether this was all just a coincidence magnified, or whether there was something deeper behind it, may never be truly answered. But it is precisely that uncertainty that keeps this story alive. As long as there are still people watching, discussing, and experiencing it, this moment will remain one of the most memorable, not for its answers, but for the questions it leaves behind. If you also felt the excitement of this moment, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Do you think this was just a coincidence? Or is there something else behind it? All opinions are interesting to discuss, so feel free to join in. Thank you for watching and sticking with us until the end. Don't forget to support this channel by clicking like, subscribing, and activating the notification bell so you don't miss the latest BTS updates, especially exciting moments from Jimin and Jungkook. See you in the next video, and remember, there's always an interesting story behind every small moment we see.